Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim, and this is Kim's Chaos Budgets. Today we're going to be doing my overall debt picture. I feel like right now is as good a time as any to go over that and kind of get a good idea of where we're starting for next year's budget and everything. We're going to be working really hard to try to get this down as low as we can. First, right here, I got this from the Budget Mom. I'll link that down in the description. She has so many good freebies for like your planner if you're just starting out budgeting. She's got so much over there. I highly suggest you check her out if you're getting ready to tackle your debt as I'm getting ready to tackle mine. I'm just going to write the date on here. It is the 26th of November, 2025. I do have credit card debt. My first one is my Capital One. That's my credit card. That is my top priority because I know the interest rate is really high. My starting balance for the Capital One credit card is $5,484.08. The interest rate on this is absolutely insane. The interest rate is 28.49. The minimum payment is something like $170 or $180. I like to just round up just so we get it, we work it down a lot faster. Just by making like, even if it's a few dollars more than your minimum payment, it goes down like exponentially the more you put towards it. So I'm just going to put 200 here and pay it off. I'm just going to leave this blank because I am hoping at some point next year, the sooner the better, we will be able to come back and check it off that it's paid off fully. My next debt that I would really like to work on is IRS debt. We had a little snafu when my husband was changing jobs and rolled over his 401k, and it caused us this big headache here. It was much higher. It was like $8,000 or $9,000, I believe, but so far we've got it down to $5,340.81. The interest rate on this really isn't too bad. It's 7%, but I just don't like having that big chunk like hovering over our heads. The minimum payment for that, I believe, was $150. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot so far, and we're only halfway through. My third biggest debt, or I guess the one that I want to work on the most, is my car loan. We did get a new car a pre-owned car, new to us, a few years ago, and it's been serving us pretty well for the time being. But we would eventually like to get another newer car, just because my car that I drive is a 2005. I mean, it still runs great. It gets me to and from work. I don't have to go very far in it. But I would just like a newer car, just because if we're thinking about having kids, I don't want to be stuck having to tote my kid around in an older car that is maybe not as safe as some of the newer cars are. Plus, space is a factor. It's just like a regular sedan. The balance left on the car loan is $5,139.52. The interest rate on here is 3.24%. And again, I did get this car a few years ago now at this point, when the interest rates were a lot better and inflation wasn't so incredibly crazy. I do pay $300 every month, and that is rolled into my bills. So when I budget for my bills, that is like part of what is deducted every month. Well, I guess the same with the Capital One. The IRS, it's kind of touch and go right now, just because we're having some issues. But my next biggest that we'd like to work on is our mortgage. Just because we're thinking of moving, and I mean, if we do happen to get all three down, I will gladly put whatever we have left, our minimum payments, just snowball that all into our mortgage, or even into like a savings account with a fairly decent rate. But for the mortgage, I don't know why I'm saying it weird. Mortgage. And we still have left on that $74,301.44. And the interest rate on that is 4.87. We bought our house in 2018, right before all the COVID stuff happened. Our monthly mortgage payment is like $809 or $813. It kind of bounces around. I always just budget and have it on auto pay to pay $830. That way, any extra will go into like our escrow, or if it goes up or if it goes down, it's more like in there. And that's kind of all of the debt that I would like to work on, at least for the next year upcoming in like 2026. I'm going to run my calculator here. On this line, I'm just going to write total. Make sure that's still good in frame. Oh no, I'm melting the camera. Okay, so we have 5,484 plus 5,340 plus 5,139, and that is 15,963. I'm just going to write that number up here. 15,963 plus our mortgage is 74,301, which I don't have any hopes of even coming close to paying that off next year. I just wanted to include that as something to be kind of mindful of, kind of keep an eye on, because we are thinking about moving and having the equity in this house. Like, the lower our loan, the more equity we'll have when we sell, that we don't need to pay back to our mortgage company. So that's going to be a priority as we get closer down to eliminating all this debt. And altogether, that is $90,264 and some change, but I'm not going to include the change because I don't see a point. What I like to do, just to see like how many years, I would do 15,963 divided by, let's say it's going to take us 2 years, which I don't think it'll take us 2 whole years to pay it off. That would be 24 months. and that would be $665 a month plus change. And if we were to do 15,963 divided by, let's say, 18 months, that'd be $886.83, which would be at the very extremely top of what our leftover is after all of our bills and everything. Which, I mean, we are putting a good decent amount towards debt, because every time I do like my savings challenges, that all gets put into my debt to make like a nice big chunky payment at like the end of every month. I'm not going to have one this month because mid-month I did need to restart on those to make a payment. But at probably the end of December, I'll have a nice big payment to put towards our Capital One bill and bring that down. And hopefully we won't be accruing so much interest, because right now it's killing me knowing just how much interest we're accruing with all of this. It's a lot. It's a little bit overwhelming, but I think we can get there. I mean, maybe not with the mortgage, since we are going to move eventually sometime soon, but I think that's going to be all for me today. Alright, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you later. Bye!